All right, this is probably a familiar site. I'm going to show how to use study plans to set up a good personal scripture study that you can be excited about. All right, so you click here on study plans. Right now I have none. So what I'm going to do is hit this little thing in the corner. Now it kind of gives you an example, like what you're going to need to decide here. Let's say I'm getting ready for next general conference and I just want to go through all the general conference talks. I'm going to hit next and I'm going to search for general conference. This is harder to do than you would think when you're recording in one hand. October 2020. Okay, now it's going to let you set a schedule. Now I want to study all of this before the next conference comes. So I'm going to turn on this set a schedule option. I'm just going to say if I study a little bit every day and I want to be finished by, end of March is probably a good way to go. It usually is the first week in April. Okay, and I don't want chapters to be split up. I want to read all the way through one talk every time I read, just for confusion's sake. So then I hit next. If I wanted a reminder, I could turn this on and pick a time and say, it's daily because I already said that on my schedule. And then it would give me a reminder, push a notification to my phone every time I need to. But that's not how I like to do my study, so I'll turn that off. Hit create. Now you can see when I go into my study plans, there's this October 2020 General Conference, 36 items daily, and that's the date I want it to end. I click on it, and it shows me kind of a schedule, like how to finish, and it shows me it would only take me till February 3rd. So as I go through and read each thing, I can check them off. And then, let's just check off a couple here and give you an example. Then when I go back to the study plans page, you can see it showing me what percentage I have finished right there. So you get kind of an idea of how far along you've come. And when you open it again, it will automatically scroll to the place you're at. So you see I've got one checked here. All the other checked ones it's scrolled past for me, so I can see exactly what's coming up next in the list. So that's really nifty, really handy. I do this with a lot of different things. I'll just give you one more example. So let's see. Revelations. So, we're studying D&C and Come Follow Me this year, and I discovered this resource in Gospel Library, Joseph Smith's Revelations, a Doctrine and Covenants study companion from the Joseph Smith Papers. This is my husband's phone, so he doesn't have it downloaded, but here we go. For this, I don't really want a schedule. I just want to be able to mark where I'm at, and I don't want a reminder. So I'm just going to create it like this. And now there aren't dates associated with these check items, but the whole entire thing is set up in checked off items. So what I typically do is I go through and kind of check through all of this preliminary stuff. And then this is the first chapter that's the typical content for the book. So it's Doctrine and Covenants 1, which is what we're studying this first week of Come Follow Me. So then I could click into this and read it for my scripture study, and then check it off when I get done at the bottom. And then as each section comes up in my study, I can come in here and get a little bit more background on that particular section in the Doctrine and Covenants. All right, well, I hope that's been a useful tour for you of several different ways you can approach study plans in the Gospel Library app.